How was it? I was popping it. D about to react to this video by Maury. It's titled Doja Cat's album flopped. And it's her fault. Maury does not like Doja, okay? This is the second negative video he made about her in a very short period of time. But sure, we're going to see what he has to say. I would be surprised if her album flopped. I need to hear what the figures are. I reacted to her album on my Patreon. Go check it out if you haven't already. Link in the description if you're interested. But yeah, I would be surprised if it actually flopped and it's not doing well. But maybe that is the case. But I mean, can I really be too surprised? She has been on a mission to push her fans away for a very long time now. And she's been on a mission to make herself as unlikable as possible. And then she's, pushing this whole demonic shit. So, I mean, actually, it is believable. Now that I think about it. It's not too far-fetched. And it's like, you're never too big to, flop at all. You're nobody's Beyonce. So, let's chill out. I don't know why she even was doing all of that. It's very weird to push her fans away and kind of be this rebel. I don't know why she did all that, because I'm sure that contributed to her flop, if she actually flopped. Let's hear what he has to say. Let's watch.
Alright, bro, so this is probably gonna be my last Doja Cat video ever, but I just want to say that Doja Cat is on pace to sell 55K first week, and probably at the time of this recording will probably be closer to 60K, but still, in my opinion, as big as Doja Cat is, that is a major flop. And by the way, this is not gonna become a music reacts number sales for artists channel. I am not Black He Speaks, although shout out to him, great content. But I am commenting
where he at? He ain't put up a video in a minute.
Because of my short-lived documentation of her dissing her fans, making demonic music, and dressing up as the devil, and her basically just making weird-ass music that most people cannot relate to. Like, Shorty really did all that devil worshipping, all that dressing up as a demon and cutting up what looks to be like some chopped up steak. I mean, it kind of looks good. I'm not gonna lie, fresh steak. Tearing out her own eyeball out of the eye socket, placing it on a desk and just rolling it into like the 5th dimension. Shit was kind of fire, but did it translate into album sales? Like, you just lost a huge chunk of your audience by trying to resort to demonic entity like content. Like, tell me a large portion of Christian America is not freaking the fuck out right now with Doja's new music and are straight up just banning their daughters from listening to her ever again. I mean, shit, I'm not even really that much of a strong religious person, and even I am freaked the fuck out. Like, what even is that? You see this black ass hand is reaching out of the water? Let's pause. Black demonic skinny ass hands with sharp ass nails, big ass tattooed eye on the back of her bald ass head, some demonic symbolic tattoo representing some human monkey bat chimera mixture of some sort. Like, who is letting their kids watch this? No wonder why this video actually has, and I'm just now peeping this, 213,000 dislikes on a video with only 446,000 likes. And I'm only saying only because the ratio is crazy. For your video to almost have a third of it just almost being completely downvoted is insane. That basically translates to at least 4 to 5 million people just not liking the fucking video at all. Now, personally, to me, I'm not really offended by the demonic imagery that much, as I do know that a lot of artists use it for, well, artistic imagery and to try and be edgy, but the people who do that, I just find it cringe at this point in my life. Like, alright, I've seen this a million different times. Come up with some new material. This shit is played out. In hindsight, now that I'm thinking about this, right, Doja now has to ask herself, was it really worth it losing 500,000 to 1 million followers on your Instagram and probably millions combined on your other accounts? Was it really worth disrespecting your core audience, your fan base, the kittens as they call themselves, when they're going to be your primary customers for buying your hard album sales? Was it really worth it diving into the demonic imagery and devil symbolism that a lot of people around the world don't really mess with? Keep in mind, most of the world is full of Christians and Muslims. Islam and Christianity, that is billions of people right there. Billions of potential listeners that you probably larged a huge chunk out of because you wanted to be edgy. If you want to be international and be accepted in multiple countries, because we don't all have the same culture. If you want to actually be allowed to play on the radios, such as like in a place like, who knows, China, Saudi Arabia, Russia, very conservative places, you can't be making this type of music. Doja Cat and her team with this marketing and album release have made multiple critically terrible decisions for the rollout of all of this. Like, yeah, sure, within the last 2 or 3 months or so, she's garnered tens of millions of views across all of her latest singles. But then again, you have videos like mine and many other creators on this platform who have recently criticized her for her poor selection in the theme this album for the disrespect of her fans and for just trying to be way too edgy. Like, it's just really played out and overused for me, and I think we can all agree that she needs to go back to the way she was making music before. We miss the old Doja, although I was never really a fan or listened to her music unless it popped up on the radio, but back then she sounded good. Her music was easily digestible and fun for a lot of people, but now it's just weird. That being said though, thoughts, comments, and concerns down below. Let me know your thoughts.
Well, that's where I disagree with him, because she does not rap about demonic shit at all. Like, her latest album, she does not mention anything about worshiping Satan or anything even alluding to that. She's just doing this for attention and to be edgy and to, you know, say fuck the haters and to rebel against what people were already saying about her, which I feel like is stupid. So I agree with him actually 1000%, aside from that last part. Because I do feel like it was totally unnecessary, and you did shun so many of your supporters by leaning into this. And like he said, I'm also not a religious person. I'm not scared of the demonic imagery, or I'm not turned off by it at all, but I do find it to be cringe, and I find it to be annoying and be like, okay, girl, do something else. We don't care. All right. What else? What's next? You know, and especially because it doesn't even pertain to her music, it makes it just even more confusing. Like, what are you doing? All right, if you want to troll 1 or 2 times with that, cool, whatever. But you making that a part of your image, it just doesn't make any sense, and you have turned off so many people. Look at what even Impressive was saying recently. Like, oh, I just can't. I'm Team Jesus, and I can't. And Impressive was a huge supporter of Doja. You know, she would make videos about her, and when her last album came out, she was praising her, reviewing her album, talking about how great it was. And it's like, now she's completely switched. Like, I cannot support her. She hasn't made a video at all talking about Doja's new album. So a lot of people have turned their backs on Doja because of that. And it's like, you did all of that just to be a brat and be like, well, you guys are saying I'm demonic, so I'm gonna rub it in your face. Look, I'm being even more like a demon. Look at the demonic shit in all my videos. But okay, but now you've lost a lot of supporters. I do feel like if she had not leaned so much into this demon arc, that she would have sold way more albums for sure. Like, for sure. A lot of people even were trying to get refunds on their tickets to her concert, all type of shit. Look at all the people who unfollow her. There are a lot of people who don't want anything to do with her because they do think that she's worshiping the devil. You know, they're just like, well, you showing me that you worshiping the devil, I'm gonna believe you. You feel me? This goes against my religion. So I do feel like that was a terrible idea. Terrible idea. So I agree with him. He's speaking facts in this video. So yes, if, you know, she did flop, then it is her fault. I don't know if I would say 55,000 is a flop though, to be honest. I think in the 30-20 category, you starting to flop. I don't think 55 is that bad. I mean, it's not the greatest, but I don't feel like it's considered a flop. But yeah, she definitely would have done better if she didn't do all this stupid shit. Y'all let me know what y'all think though. Let me know what other videos you're gonna watch, and I'll see y'all the next time. Bye.